Welcome to Man Talk 133, where me and you, Nate. What's up, my boy?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Hell, how you feeling,
Yeah,
man? How you feeling?
man, we doing it, dog. We doing it. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, hate it, love it. We don't care. Cut it, remix it,
That's right.
whatever y'all want to do. We don't care. It don't even matter,
That's
dog.
that's right.
Not to me. Uh-oh.
Right.
I'm shaking my stuff, dog. I'm starting out wrong. Shake, got the screen shaking, dog. And,
Right.
and I'm hitting the mic. The heck? But yeah, dog. So it been a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, man. What we got today, man, to holler about, man? What
It
we got?
been. I mean, first hey man, our condolences to the family with the airplane crash and all
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Uh, I ain't really read much up on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know that a airplane and helicopter collided. I don't know. Maybe you know a
Yeah.
little bit more about it, but
It was a
condolences
Black
to the
Hawk.
families and stuff like that. I don't know how that could happen because I was talking to somebody, man, about it, and I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, they was telling me about it, and I was like, well, if both planes got radars,
Mm-hmm.
how they even get that close to each other to kind of,
Right. I don't know, man. I know, they said it was an Army Black Hawk
uh-huh,
that hit the helicopter that hit the plane.
uh-huh,
And they was saying they were saying, man, so much traffic is in and out of that Ronald Reagan, that Reagan Airport.
uh-huh,
Like, they said been doing it for been like that for a while, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And I guess it's just one of those things, man. And then they were saying too, like they were already, understaffed,
Yeah. Heard that
so
too. And then,
yeah.
I ain't throwing no shade at nobody, but when you come in and fire half the staff, yeah,
See what I'm saying?
the
They've been talking
director
about
and
that.
all that stuff, man, it's what it's gonna be. Like,
Right,
I mean, they don't
right,
have no order going on. So what do you expect them to do? You can't
right.
keep blaming everything on everybody else. At some point, you got to
Yep.
accept responsibility, dog. Let
Cause
me get
that's sure.
closer to it, dog.
Yeah, cause that's sure what it was, man. Like,
Yeah,
not, like you say, ain't throwing no shade, but it was like the whole DEI thing and
yeah,
they was behind it was the Democrats behind it, man. It's time to
yeah.
stop all that, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
let's
saying?
get past that, dog. Like, look,
Yeah.
okay. My whole take on it is, and we said this from the beginning. We're gonna keep saying it that we're
Right.
not a politics channel, but there's some things that got to be addressed, right?
Right.
I, I'm like, I'm not gonna keep saying it's the Democrat. They out in office, bro.
Right.
They gone. Now you got
Right.
everything at your disposal where you need to handle business if you need to handle business.
Everything.
So handle that. Don't stop
Yep.
going back to the old regime or whatever y'all they want to call it and pulling them into it. Say, hey, well, it's
Hmm.
their fault. No, not when
Yeah.
you went in the half the staff, dog. I don't know what else to even the director. So I mean,
Right.
I don't know what to say about that. But I'm just saying, I don't know much about. Like I said,
Hmm.
condolences to the family and stuff like that, man. And
Right.
I
But
hope they find out what happened because
yeah,
it's
but it's headed that way, man. Like you said, the old regime.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just like yesterday, they were saying that they hired a couple of people on the staff, man, in the White House. You know what I'm saying? One boy's like 21, and
uh huh,
one of the boys, he ain't, I think from what they were saying, that he ain't even out of high school. He about to graduate or just graduated high school, right?
uh huh,
And you know what I'm saying? That's nepotism at its best. But
yeah.
yet, they always screaming, DEI. And, you know, like you can beat this home all you want to, man. People, they're gonna always the DEI always just like we just so like we said this before.
Hmm.
DEI is not we just gonna get some black people off the street and
Yeah.
just put them in a position.
Yeah.
You know, when you
But you,
got people that got 3 degrees, law, what is law or
yeah,
whatever it is, and
whatever it is.
you qualified to have a position.
But they
Right.
finding out now. I was watching a
Hmm.
video, um, maybe earlier or yesterday. One of them.
Hmm.
They're finding out now it ain't just the the colored black people whatever.
Right.
You got a
Right.
lot
Now,
of white
yeah,
folk
now,
that's getting laid off, and
yeah, now they finding out.
it's kind of affecting like the
Hmm.
whole
Hmm.
the whole everybody. It ain't
Right.
just now they finding out it just ain't for it's never been really for black people. They made
Right.
it to be that, but
Right.
it ain't never been for just black folk only.
Right.
You
And
know
see,
what I'm saying?
they put that in place for Kamala.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You
That when
know,
that's when they really got heavy on that. And
yeah,
like I said,
yeah,
before, if you got 3 degrees and you're a person of color or whatever, you know what I'm
uh,
saying? You know, and you shouldn't be able to be blocked out of a position
yeah.
of working in a what is it, power, whatever kind of power it is. You shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
not blocked out of a position because you bringing somebody's grandson in that's 21 years old who ain't really done nothing yet. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
ain't
So
even live
that's
life yet.
right, right. So that's why DEI was put in place for the combat the good old boy system. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And that's all it is, good old boy system.
They hollering DEI, they better holler God. They
Right,
gonna need that in the next 4 years. I'm gonna tell you that right
right.
now. If you ain't got your stuff together,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna be in trouble.
That's
Tell you,
right.
this is week number what, 2?
Right.
And
Hey.
and then what you think about this? Or what you think about? Now I think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about uh the um the Department of Education? You know, them talking about getting rid of that and all
Yeah.
giving it back to the states. And I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work though.
Yeah, man, that's another ploy, man. Because see, they got all up and on, they got all upset anyway about, they've been going at this thing for a while anyway with that,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
okay, with the private schools, from what I'm
yeah.
getting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you got the state public schools, when every time they get funding, that we already low funded anyway.
Yep.
So but
One
when
hundred
they get
percent.
yeah, when the government funds their money, to try to bring the public schools up, the
Mm-hmm.
private schools, they want to put their hand in the cookie jar
Oh, for sure.
and get some of that funding, right?
Yep.
But like we always say, our thing is, hey, you chose to pay to go to the private school, send your kids over there to
Yep.
be away from a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now you want a
So
voucher for it?
right, right, and then like now they got these hurdles in place
Uh-huh.
for these private schools where you got to go through an interview process. Either the
Mm-hmm.
tuition is so high, it's almost as high as college tuition.
Yeah, for real.
So we can't afford to send our kids to private school, but they
Yeah.
can. But when the funding come to help our schools, you want some of that money too to go to the private school.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Can't do
that's
that,
why I
bro.
see it on. It ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't right. Well, the schools across the track, and y'all know what I'm talking about. The schools across the
Yeah.
track don't get the funding like they supposed to, dog. What is going on with
Right.
me rocking my screen today, bro? What the heck? I'm gonna keep
Right.
rocking. But yeah, the schools across the track don't get the funding like they supposed to.
Right.
It's like you talking about, man, if you talking about in the Department of Education,
Hmm.
some of them kids when they leave on Friday might not eat like that again until Monday.
Exactly.
And you want somebody to come in school, in class, and focus, and they hungry, it ain't
Right.
working, cuz that's not going. I don't
Right.
care what nobody tell you. You can't expect the kids to be high performers when you
Right.
hungry.
Oh, like I said, you just can't do it when you're hungry, dog. I don't
I
care
don't,
what it is.
me either, dog. I don't care what you talking. You got grown folk can't go 4 hours. They can't
Right.
get a snack. Them mugs are
Right. Right. And the bad part about it is, man, you got these people, man. You got these people, man. They pushing that. Like they
yeah.
don't even care. You know what I'm saying? That's
Don't care, dog.
dictatorship. They don't care.
They
As
don't
long as
care.
as long as it don't affect their kids, they don't care, man. But they'll take us what because we talking about it. We divide in the country because we talking about it.
Nah, I ain't trying to divide, and we trying to unite y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
I almost said the wrong word. We trying to
Right.
unite y'all good people
Right.
because the thing that it is that when you have so many different narratives, and
Mm-hmm.
whoever got the biggest crowd gonna pull the most people. Going if you got the bigger
Right.
platform, you can put out whatever you want. You got
Right.
the money to pay for it, you can put it whatever you want. And guess
Right.
what? Folk gonna believe it. That's why they did a poll some time back, and
Mm-hmm.
most young people, just Gen Z and all them people, get their
Mm-hmm.
news checked
Mm-hmm.
out from Facebook.
See.
That's where they get their news from, bro. Facebook.
Right.
They
Right.
don't even look at the news channels. They don't know if it's accurate. They don't
Mm-hmm.
none of that. Because I had to
Mm-hmm.
correct somebody one time. and
Mm-hmm.
they were saying that uh Trump was a pedophile and Biden was something else. I said, whoa, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
look, I don't like to do like that, but I ain't gonna put that on him.
Right.
I ain't gonna put the petty on him, Doc.
Right.
You
Right.
say, bro, where you get that from? It was on
Right.
Facebook. No wonder. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you can't.
He'll take some. He ain't no pedophile. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. He'll
He told
definitely
he
do
told
that.
he told the world he'll take it. You know what I'm saying? He just
Yeah,
grab it.
he just
So I
grab
mean,
it.
you know
And
what I'm saying?
but I ain't
Yeah.
like you said, Doc. I ain't putting that on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's a title that no
Yeah.
nobody want to have put on them. And like I said, most of them get their news from
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So Facebook is a very big platform. If
Mm-hmm.
he can allow whatever he want on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and folk listen to it and
Mm-hmm.
they run with it,
Right.
not go don't go fact check nothing. They just it sound good. Well,
Right.
800,000 people looked at it, so it must be
Yeah.
true.
Right. And
I'm just
man,
saying.
they man and our kids too, man. They gotta get back to the history books, man.
Oh
We
no,
gonna
they
we
trying to get rid of that.
I know it. That's what I'm saying. So we gonna have to all us gonna have to do better as well too.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they
for
gonna have to
real.
get back into the
That's
history
real
books
talk.
because that's what they trying to do, right? They trying
Yeah.
to erase history and all that stuff like that. And
Hmm.
man, I remember years ago, man. I can't remember where. I remember years ago I was talking to this old black guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, with these new people, this new generation that's coming up. And this
Uh-huh.
I was a little younger then. I
Hmm.
was probably about in my 30s. And he said, man, he said, looking at these young cats that's running around, that was at the time, that was probably in their 18, their teens or their 20s, right?
Uh-huh.
He said, man, these guys is running around here now, man. He said, what they are going to eventually do. He
Uh-huh.
said, they're going to eventually put us back in slavery and they don't even realize it.
Don't and guess what?
Fast forward,
Yeah.
here we are. Here we
Fast
are.
forward now. Here we go. Because see, the thing that's so sad about it is that they you know, everybody had a right to vote for whoever they want to vote for,
Right.
but have a real reason for doing it. Don't
Hmm.
tell me that you voting for somebody because you don't want a black woman in charge and you're a black
Exactly.
man. That's one of the dumbest things I ever heard. Now, I want to know how y'all making out on them egg prices that y'all were talking about. But they
Exactly.
ain't bought the 50 cent ain't bothered me none when they went up 50 cent. I don't know if they
Right.
dropped. From what I heard,
Hmm.
it went up even more. So I'm just wondering how
Right.
y'all making out now since y'all can't get the eggs y'all want. And
And you
now
know what?
eventually they ain't gonna be able to get some of the other stuff you want.
You know what? Some of them are so hell bent. Some of them are so hell bent.
They don't care.
They'll stand on their decision, knowing
Yeah.
that they're wrong. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Pride,
Because
boy.
like you said, if we had homegirl Kamala in office, like I
Yeah.
always said, she gonna bring in a peace and a calmness
Yeah.
over the nation,
Yeah.
and she gonna work with everybody on. It don't matter which side of the aisle is on.
Yep. Yep.
She
I
gonna
agree
work
with
with
that.
Democrats, Republicans, Independent, whoever it is. She was willing to work with all of them and with
Mm-hmm.
being a peace.
Yep.
Now look at these guys now that put 47 up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they threatening, now they crying like they don't know whether they gonna have a job or not.
But it's
You know what I'm
consequences
saying?
for you play stupid games, you get
Right.
stupid prizes. So it's
Mm-hmm.
consequences for every action. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what it is. If you hit somebody, don't think you ain't gonna get hit back. You
Right.
gonna definitely get slapped back unless you knock them out. That's just how that
Yeah.
go. So now you won't. Let me button up my sleeve while I'm saying this, dog. So now you want
Go
me to
ahead.
feel sorry for you?
Right.
I don't. Dawg. I don't mean no harm. We said this before. You want a king, now you
You
got
got
one.
him. You got him. They got
So
him.
a king gonna do what he want to do,
They
cause
got him.
that what you wanted. You was crying, and I keep going back to this. You were crying about your egg prices. That's what I kept
Yeah.
hearing. My egg prices too high. They went up 50 cent. Egg prices is way too high.
Right,
Now
bro. Like, bro, eggs. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm
that
saying?
what you
Like,
that, that's what I'm
that's what y'all.
saying.
That's what y'all running on.
That's what I'm saying. That came off Facebook and all these other different places, Fox News and
Right.
all these other different places where they were talking about this stuff about the egg prices and the
Hmm.
gas prices and all this other kind of stuff. Now, Biden and them guys, they don't have nothing to do with the gas prices. There's Exxon and Shell and all these other people.
Right.
They can't go in there and say, "Hey, do you think this is what people need to think about? If if they really control that, why wouldn't they have been went in? Oh, it's election year. I'm gonna drop the gas price to $1 a gallon. They don't
Right.
control it. So
Exactly.
can you say okey doke?
Right.
He got y'all, dog. I was
Yeah.
just saying he got y'all. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Now you looking at maybe losing your job, which that ain't funny.
Right.
But I'm saying it's consequences for stuff like that. You got to
Hmm.
really do your research when you dealing with stuff like that. Just like when we get on this show,
Hmm.
we do research before we get
Right.
up here and just start spewing stuff out, for the veterans and how to do the disability and
Right.
crisis lines and
Hmm.
relationship stuff. We do our research because you can get up here and
Hmm.
spread some stuff,
Right.
and just like Facebook, they
You can look
led so
bad.
many
You can look
millions
bad.
away.
You can look bad real quick.
You can look dumb real quick. And see, Facebook don't care. He worth 90, 100 billion. You think
Yeah.
he care? He don't care
Right.
if y'all get the wrong information. He gonna eat anyway. It
Right.
don't matter to him.
Right. And see another thing too, like they said, like they were good. Now I give it to them. They got the people. They were
Uh-huh.
good with it. They were good with the spreading of we gonna send the immigrants back,
Yeah.
the illegal immigrants back and
Oh
all
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And see, I understand I understand about getting illegal immigrants, whatever they
Yep.
got to do, right? But the way they going about it,
It's
you know
wrong.
what I'm saying, is
Yeah.
wrong in my eyes because
Mine too.
okay, and see, it's just like this right here, and the way they're doing it
Mm-hmm.
for their base, if they don't if they don't deport nobody else,
Yeah.
they I don't know how many they got so far, like 1,000 or something, I don't know,
Yeah.
1,500, 2,000,
Probably
whatever they
more than
got,
that
right?
now, 'cause they running out raids, boy. Like they
Right.
on tour in Iraq, boy. They keep
Right.
rounding them up.
And see, if they stop the raids today
Mm-hmm.
and don't deport nobody else,
Mm-hmm.
even though the numbers probably won't show it,
Mm-hmm.
their base will be like, oh, see, they did way more than what Biden them did,
Yep.
and this and that or whatever. And like I said, they ran on that the illegal immigration. You know what I'm saying? They drove it home. They did a good job with it, but like I said, I always said the illegal immigrants have always been here.
Let me say this, and
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
1,000% correct. And let me add something to that.
Go ahead.
I think, uh, based on I'm gonna just say the limited research that I've done,
Right.
I think it's more European and white
Go ahead on drop that
immigrant,
because that
yeah,
cause I was gonna
immigrants
drop
here
that.
than the
Yeah.
other ones, and they still here though. I don't see. I ain't.
Right.
Out of all the pictures I seen, I ain't seen now one of them get rounded up. I seen one dude with
No.
Latinos for Trump 2024, and you know, I'm serious. I don't know, bro. You tell me.
And see, like you said, with the like you remember when the whole thing first popped off in Ukraine?
Uh huh.
So they bought them over. As far as I know, the Ukrainians ain't United States citizens. As far as
Nah.
I know.
Far as I know,
Unless you know something that I don't.
I don't know.
So
I don't think they are.
so when the thing popped off, right?
Uh huh.
I'm just trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
but 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 when the whole thing popped off, right?
Uh huh.
That's what got on my nerves about it. The whole thing popped off.
Yeah.
They wrapped them up in warm blankets. They flew them back over here.
All
They
kind of
got
stuff.
they got them in nice homes, nice neighborhoods, and all that stuff like that, right?
Uh huh.
Like to what you were saying. Ain't none of them went back yet. They ain't rounding none of them up, but they getting all the brown ones.
Nah, I ain't seen none of them go back at either,
You know
dog.
what I'm saying? So
I ain't even gonna lie. But let me let
right.
me let me switch a little bit. So
Go
before
ahead.
we get out of here, dog, KC or Philly? Who you got?
Ooh,
Yeah, who you got, dog? Who
I'm
you
riding with KC. The reason why I'm riding with
talk
KC,
to me, dog?
I'm riding with KC because the way they beat up on my rookie quarterback, Philly, the way Philly beat up on my rookie
They beat
quarterback.
him up. They beat our boy up though, boy. I
But you
swear.
know what though? But you know what though? Since we shifting gears, you know what though?
Uh huh.
Hey, the veterans let him down.
Yeah, big time,
I'm
big
like, bro,
time,
y'all letting Saquon run on y'all like that. Ain't
big time.
y'all ain't got no kind of manhood. Like, what's up?
Man, none. They listen. Our secondary is shot. We
Right.
need, but I think old boy, he got a lot to build on.
Oh yeah.
Dan Quinn, he got a
Jake.
lot to
Yeah.
build on. And man, I think next year, dog, I think we're gonna be in the hunt again. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah. We
saying?
get that.
Cause
Only thing we gotta do for that draft, hit that defense, get that defense straight.
yeah,
If we get that defense like Philly got,
yeah,
oh, ain't nobody looking us.
I'm trying to tell
Ain't
you.
nobody looking at us, dog. I'm telling you.
Listen, hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying, y'all. We Commanders fans and we coming. I know
Right.
that we got beat by Philly, but y'all got to think about it. We went to our
NFC
championship game
NFC
with a
championship.
rookie
Right.
and no
Right.
secondary.
Right. Right. And see, I know you said commanders, but I still call them the skins.
Them Redskin dog.
That's why a lot of times I don't wear the you know how they had the commanders shirts
Yeah.
or hats or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Man, I just don't like that name, man.
I don't like it either.
I don't like that name, man.
I don't either. That sound like to me it's like a arena football
Yeah,
thing or something.
we ain't scaring nobody. Like
No, man.
who y'all got next week? The commanders. Like
They like what? The who?
even the what's that football league that Rock got USFL?
Yeah, UFSA. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, even the home team, our other home team, they sound more devastating and more powerful than our than the Redskins.
For real.
They call the DC Defenders.
Right.
You
So
know what I'm
who
saying?
y'all got this week? Oh, the Commanders. Who the Commanders? You had to say Wash. Oh, y'all got
Yeah,
Washington. Yeah.
man.
Okay, okay. I got you. I got
Yeah, we
you.
ain't put no fear in nobody's heart. The
We ain't put no.
Commanders.
I'm telling you, dog. We looking not with that name, but that little
Yeah,
boy
with the
put a little
name, yeah.
fear in him, though. That little
Yeah.
boy, he did his thing, though, man. He really showed up, and he kept tell people like, "Hey, I'm telling
Right.
you now."
Yeah.
And he said, "I
It's
hate this feeling," so he probably in the lab right now, boy.
right. And see, just like them teams, like I said, man, you know, them boys coming to town, you know, they got the Raiders.
Yeah.
I still like the Raiders when they was in Oakland though. I
Uh-huh.
hated that they moved, right? The Oakland Raiders and like
Yeah.
you said,
Yeah.
man, you know, the
Yeah.
Eagles, you know,
Yeah.
you got to look at the name. You know what I'm saying? The
Man.
Bears,
Right.
you know,
The
and
bruh.
then you got Commanders.
That's
Like
what I'm about to say.
we ain't scared nobody.
Maybe imagine if we can work out a deal where we can get the
I
Redskins
hope
back.
I hope they do. I think they was trying to work on that.
Yeah, I hope they get that back. Now I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But listen, thank y'all for joining. Man Talk 133. Till next time, y'all like, comment, share, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And till next time, we out.
We